I was worried that I forgot my phone, so I didn't want to have to go back and grab it, but luckily I was just like under my bag, so that was nice. A nice relief to not have to go back. So today we're hitting hamstrings and glutes, and so we split up lower body, and so this will be my first time just hitting that muscle part on its own, and then tomorrow we will hit back and triceps. And yeah, I know one of you was asking like how my split looks like. So we're going to be training 4 times a week, and what's going to look is like quads and calves, and then it's going to be chest and biceps and shoulders, and then rest, and then we're going to hit hamstrings and glutes, and then the next day back and triceps, and rest 2 days, and then repeat and try it out. So that's what we're going to try. The biggest thing I did was like split lower body, because that's kind of like my focus right now, is to really work on that. So I feel like splitting it was probably like a good choice, and seeing like making sure I'm putting like my full effort into it. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And I finally got my clothes that I ordered, to like feel a little more comfortable, since some of my clothes weren't fitting me anymore. So yeah, I got like 2 pairs of leggings and like some shirts. But for any girls that are like my taller girls, like, is there like a brand or something that you guys recommend? Because I'm realizing that all my leggings are just like really short on me, and I wear like long socks so it doesn't look funny. But yeah, I'm just like, well, maybe there's a place where people buy longer leggings or something, because they can't all be like this. Maybe I'm just like looking in the wrong places. So if you guys like have a brand or something that you recommend, please tell me, and I will definitely check them out. Yeah, because it feels funny like half my sock and then my leggings to make up for that lost amount. And yeah, so I'm I'm looking forward to today's workout. Like, I'm a little like in discomfort because I ate a big breakfast, or like at least I'm, because I'm eating more. Like, I don't know, the food is it's getting to me, because it feels like I just ate, but I ate like an hour ago. I like to let my food digest, because I don't like going to the gym like right after I eat, and I think it's good to let your food digest and not go straight after, but it feels like I just ate. And I'm just like, whew, like a little uncomfortable. But since it's leg day, you guys already know, like I usually get really hungry towards the middle of it anyway, so maybe we'll be fine. Maybe once I start moving, it'll be okay. But it does feel a little uncomfortable right now. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna do that. And I guess with that, you guys have been asking like how much food I'm eating or what my intake is, and remember, it's just everything is different, because this is the most I've weighed and the most I've eaten, and that's why it's like everyone's journey is gonna look absolutely different. And so like right now, so it's nice to also just for me to keep this all documented, is so my macros are looking like, is my fat is like 65, my carbs are 500, and my protein's like 150. And yeah, we're gonna like stay with that for a little longer. I mean, since I weigh like 178, I don't mind if I go up to 180, just stuff like that. Like, I want to sit around there, and then I'm I'm comfortable with that. And then when we do the cut, because before we did, I'm on my surplus and everything, I was weighing like 154. So now we weigh like this. I'm just like, I'm comfortable with that amount that we are in. And yeah, so I'm curious to see when we do the cut, like what those numbers will look like, because remember, numbers and all that stuff is just a tool. It doesn't really, I go really by the look of it and stuff. So, because I look way different now than I did when I weighed 170 something when I wasn't lifting, like it's going to look totally different. And that's why, you know, progress pictures, videos, whatever you need to do, like the way you look is going to look totally different. And, you know, don't feel like so fixated on like the numbers, but use them as a tool, you know, to just really realize like, okay, like, you know, am I eating enough because I'm not gaining any weight? And like, if you want to like gain muscle and stuff, you're going to have to be in a surplus. So same goes for when you want to lose weight. You're going to need the scale to figure out if that's working, you know? So just as a tool, you know, I know sometimes that can be triggering for people and it may take some time, but just keep reminding yourself that, and maybe over time, like it'll help, because I mean, I for sure was one that would be triggered by the number and stuff. And then realizing, like, I guess just having a different perspective really helped me. And, you know, that takes time. Like, don't feel bad if it's not something like, you know, but then it's like, it does take time, you know? So just like keep that in the back of your head. Just try to have like a different perspective on it. And remember, your body is so amazing and capable of so much. And I feel like that's the beauty of like every time you go in the gym is just really it amazing you every time, because it's showing you like so much you're capable of. And that's why when people hit PRs, or if they're getting stronger, or if they're just feeling great in the gym, like I feel like that is like the main focus. And you should just be like, I don't know, just focusing on that. At least that's what has helped me going to the gym, is just feeling like, wow, like I just love that my body is able to do this and before it wasn't, you know? And if, you know, that's why if wearing clothes that, you know, are not like so making you feel so uncomfortable or whatever, like, or that clothes that make you feel cute and that makes you feel like good going to the gym, like do what's best for you. Don't feel like you have to be wearing a certain thing or whatever, you know, because, you know, like I was telling you guys, my clothes are feeling so tight, like it's making it uncomfortable to work out because I'm scared I'm going to rip my clothes, and I don't even want to worry about that. So yeah, I got some clothes that fit me a little better, and, you know, I'm just not going to like overthink that part, because it's not what shouldn't even put any energy into that right now. So yeah, like, you know, try to figure out where you're putting your energy at and like where it doesn't need to be and all that stuff. So if you're barely going to the gym, because when I barely started, I was like, where's all my muscle at? Like, you know, it's like, man, that takes time. Like, just focus on like, oh, like, wow, like I wasn't able to do this and now I am. And like, this feels so amazing. And oh, it's getting like easier, because you know how when you're barely starting, there's so many cues, like, okay, put your arms at a certain place, so make sure they're equal, make sure you're bracing, make sure you're breathing, make sure there's like so many things. But then the more you do it, the less you have to overthink all these little things, and you get to enjoy it more. And like that itself is amazing, because you're getting better, you know? So just all like perspective on things and focusing on what you can and what's gonna like help you, you know, do your best. Because like that's at the end, like you can't really be upset with yourself for that, you know? You're like doing your best with what you got and what you can do. So go ahead and we'll get in there and get a great workout. So, okay, bye you guys. I'll see you in there. Okay, we're starting off with leg curls first, because I want to save RDLs. Well, we're doing RDLs next because they're more of a lengthened position. So we're going to start with this and then go into the more lengthened position. And yeah, just because it'll feel more comfortable for your muscles to not start right away on the lift that's going to be, you know, the most stretched. So, okay, we'll get into this being my working set.
I like this one, the hamstring.
Okay, so same strategy. We're going to do 2 working sets and then move on to the next lift. So that was one. We'll do one more. And yeah, I liked that for when we were doing quads too. Like it just felt really nice. And also just a little, you know, well, more like it scares me, but it's a good scare. We'll be doing Bulgarians at the end, so it's gonna be a great one for glutes. They are scary, but they're fun too. So yeah, I haven't done them in a while, so I'm glad I put them in, and we're gonna do them again. So I'm not used to just doing those for 2 sets. I want to do another, but hey, we're test it out, and then we'll see how we feel next week. Because if we are getting stronger and everything's feeling good, then then we're on the right track. Like I said, don't train smarter, not harder. So like, don't have to do like 20 sets. When what if you can just get stronger with like 4, things like that. So we still have the rest of the workout. So don't worry. Like my hamstrings and glutes will be attacked. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so my RDLs felt really good, so I added 5 more pounds on each side. I didn't go too crazy because remember, your body doesn't know the weight you're pushing, it just knows if it's hard. So since I've never done more than 2 plates, I'm not gonna go crazy and try it out with I think 5 pounds on each side is a good way to see how it feels. So we'll see how many reps I can do, and hopefully I can just keep it for the next set, because like I said, I just want these 2 sets to I want to give it my all. So let's see how I do. I think that was 7. So I'm always trying to debate how I like my feet or my stance, because I like to just keep it consistent, the same stance I have my, squats, leg press, that kind of width. But I feel like just a little more wider will help, hit the hamstrings a little better. So it's just that constant like figuring out where that little bit more is when I'm doing these. But I think I can probably spread out a little more. Maybe I'll do that for the next one. Yeah, but there's got me really tired. Okay, so one more set of these. And like I said, with me just having, not a crazy amount of sets, it really makes me, like put the pressure on, like making sure I'm actually pushing myself instead of saying like, oh, I'll push myself the next set, maybe the next one. It's just like, no, like you have this, like make sure you give it your all. And I feel like once you just have that mindset too, it just honestly makes you get used to going in that groove of giving it your all the time. So, you know, makes me excited and nervous, but yeah, don't ever want to have any regrets after I'm done. We have hip thrusts next. Just to really get me tired. Okay, hip thrusts next. Again, there's nothing else more to say. Okay, we added some weight. These feel really good too. You know, I'm honestly happy we split lower body. But like I said, you won't know until you try it yourself. You can't just go into things blindly and just really, I don't know, feel like, okay, well, this is what's the best because people say it is. But you should try it yourself. See what feels good for you. Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna rerock that. You guys already know how much trouble I have with that. I'm gonna lower it a little bit more. Maybe I was a little too ambitious, but sometimes that happens. We'll lower it a little bit. But you know, what was that? 4 solid reps. That's still, you know, putting deposits in for the lift. I think it's easy to put a little more weight when you know you're in a lift that you don't easily like, you know, if it's too heavy, I can just like not lift it and I won't get hurt. So it is funny that I guess me knowing that it was easy for me to just put more weight, but you know, like I said, hey, just put a little bit lower and who knows, maybe because it was so heavy and now it's lower, it felt a little easier. Yeah, the only way I'm gonna hurt myself is re-racking this because I don't know, the way it's made is odd. I don't know if it's made for a certain type, but yeah, every time I'm racking it, I feel like I'm gonna hurt myself. So I think I don't know, rather not. So we're doing Bulgarians. I put a plate for like a little more elevation so I can make sure, you know, I have that. I don't like let the floor stop me from getting that little bit more range of motion. So, whew. Okay, I haven't done them, so I'm trying out this way. I mean, we'll see how it feels.
gym heroes. Remember, the weights might be heavy, but so is our commitment to a clean gym. Please give those dumbbells a safe trip back to their home and give the machines a quick wipe down after use. Thank you.
We'll just rest for a little bit and then we'll do the next leg. We did 10 reps on each side. I'm debating, or at least I'm trying to figure out, because this is considering my resting. So I'm not sure. Oh, you're fine. You can, yeah, you're fine. It's okay. Oh, this, gosh, it's like, I love them and they're just so intense. But I feel like it's nice to finish off with them. But like I was saying, because man, I'm winded after like one leg, you know, because I got to make sure I'm really pushing myself. So I'm just kind of figuring out like how much rest I want to give myself to do the other leg, you know? I don't know. It's a weird thought. Maybe it's like later it'll pop into my head because I haven't done them in a while. Forgot how. I think when I used to do them, I think I used to go back and forth, you know, as in like I did one leg, went straight to the other, then I rested. But I don't know. Like I said, maybe because I haven't done them for a while, they're just like that much more intense. But yeah, like I kept telling myself, you only have 2 sets of this. You better make sure you push it. And it's funny because a part of me wanted to just stop at like 8 reps. And then I'm like, are you serious? Like, come on, you only have 2 of these. And I was able to do 2 more, you know? So I feel like, yeah, just having those little talks to myself, I'm just like, you know, it's so easy to like, just, yeah, like take it easy on yourself, but just always choose not to, because you're not gonna, you know, be mad if you don't, because I'm glad that I did, because like I said, I just have 1 more and then I'm leaving and I know that, yep, like my legs did it and whew, I didn't like talk myself out of it, you know, to like just not. Wow. Okay, 1 more. So since these are going to be, whoa, my legs are so dead, jeez. So since these are focused on, you know, my glutes, I'm going to be leaning forward I'm trying to find that happy medium because I feel like I push the plate a little more forward, you know, to really make sure I'm getting that stretch. So like I said, getting back into these, so I feel like I'll find that groove. But you know, regardless, my legs feel them. So, you know, eventually I'll find that soft, like that sweet spot. It's not soft spot. Ah, okay. Wow. Let's do the last one. And I'm gonna try doing a drop set. I'm gonna try. Oh, okay. Trying to find that song. Okay, I like this one. Let's do a drop set. We're gonna rest. That's it. Curious to see how they'll feel next time. No matter what though, those always get me. When I was holding 2 of them, when I went to my ride, I needed that one more rep, but couldn't even get up. So I just went to the drop set. I'm just like, I think if I'm gonna split it like that, I think I need to rest a little bit more, you know, before I start on the other leg. Yeah, I mean, other than that, my glutes felt a nice stretch. And with me leaning forward, felt it more in my glutes, than my quads, because if you're more upright, your quads will feel it too. So I think I'll see you guys in the car. I am extremely satisfied with today's workout. Yeah, I don't even know, I can't even move like my legs or like my hamstrings, when I'm bending down, like my hamstrings are in a stretch position, like, oh my gosh, but it feels good. Yeah, I was thinking about something earlier when I was talking to you guys in the beginning that, I wanted to like share or talk more about is when I was talking about how, using the scale as a tool and, remembering like the perspective of like what your body's capable of and all that stuff. And like, I feel like the way, like, I want to put more context to that because, it's easily said, but like, you guys don't know like the struggles it took me to like really see it that way. Man, see, I didn't want to even talk about it because I already knew I was gonna like get emotional. So that's why I didn't want to talk about it in the beginning. But you guys already know, like it's too hard for me not to just be open with you guys because, like, if you guys were right here, I would be honest. Like, I would just tell you, like, it wasn't easy, like, because I never, like, in the beginning, I didn't have a healthy relationship with food. I did deal with, like, an eating disorder, and it was hard. It was hard to, like, just see my body as, like, knowing that it's more than just how it looks and all that stuff, but what it's capable of. And, understanding that food is giving me strength and it's, I don't know, like, it took me a long time to, like, I don't know, be where I'm at now. But when I was going through that, like, I felt like I was never, ever, ever gonna get out of that. Because it's like, it takes control of your mind. It really does. And you're just, like, consumed with going through that. And it's absolutely not easy. And, you know, I just felt like, oh, wow, I was like a different person because it's just like your mind is like not your own anymore. And so, like, I mean, a part of me feels like embarrassed, but then I'm just like, you know what, like, because, I feel like, man, I was weak, I just, because it would like, I just told myself, like, this is my life now, like, this is how I'm gonna be, like, just, I'm gonna have an eating disorder forever. And honestly, like, it took someone that cared about me to, like, snap me out of it because they didn't want me to be, you know, treating myself that way. And I wouldn't want you guys to be treating yourself that way. And if you're, if you are and if you're not, like, that's why, like, I really mean it. Like, no one knows what you're going through. And at the end of the day, like, please treat yourself with, like, you don't know everything you're capable of. And you need to give yourself, that opportunity to just, have that. Because I feel like I never even gave myself that opportunity. That's why, like, when I'm talking to you guys, like, I said, like, this is my first, like, serious bulk, because I didn't want to gain too much weight. I was really uncomfortable with that. And, I'm like, honestly, like, now I really am, like, okay with it. And I'm happy to see what my body's, like, doing and what it's capable of, and, like, just, like, perspective, and it's it didn't used to be like that. It's come a long ways. And I'm I feel like, like, if you feel like that, trust me, it's not, like, things can get better. It will get better. And, but you are the only one that can change that. No one else can change that. Only you can do that. And trust me, it was the best thing that I ever done for myself. And, I'm just hurt that I, like, let myself suffer for that long, because I'm just I'm just glad I'm not suffering anymore. So that's why, like, I really do, like, I've been enjoying my workouts and been enjoying everything, and I want the same for you guys. I want you guys to know, like, yeah, like, none of us are perfect, but, like, let's just please be kind to ourselves and try our very best. And I feel like, yeah, I think that's what I was able to, like, get out of it, because it's like, yeah, I wouldn't want someone I cared about to be treating themselves that way, and why am I doing that to myself? So, if someone, need to hear that, I hope if anything, like, it does, you know, make you think about some things. And I just, yeah, I just don't want anyone to ever be, you know, trapped in their own head, and them, like, making themselves bring themselves down. Like, I don't want that for anyone. So, yeah, so, well, just, I appreciate you guys always making me feel safe to feel vulnerable and all that stuff, because, in the end, like, it doesn't, like, if someone can get something from, you know, things I had, like, dealt with and all this stuff, like, that will mean more to me than anything. Like, I just don't ever want someone to feel alone, like, like, oh, maybe I'm the only one that's dealing with this, and maybe there's no way out. There is. There absolutely is. And I hope that makes sense to someone. And trust me, like, you, your mind is so powerful, because as strongly as I felt like I can never get out, like, I don't know, like, just, I, gosh, like, yeah, I don't know. It's, I, I feel like that's all I can say. I don't know. I just, like I said, I just appreciate you guys always being so kind and making this a safe place, because it's like, I want this to be a safe place for you guys. I appreciate you guys always sharing, like, your journey and everything, and things that helped you. Like, I don't know, it just makes me feel, like I said, like, I'm not alone, and there are people like that, and it's just, it feels so nice. And so, I just, yeah, well, we'll just end it there, because I feel like I'm just rambling, because I am, like, it's when you're feeling so vulnerable, it's hard to, like, I talk about random stuff now just because like I feel like very like yeah, vulnerable. But I want to help that person that if you were like ever in a situation that you know is probably not good for you, please just make that decision to do what's best for you. And yeah, so if you guys watched this to the end, then yeah, I know you would care what I had to say. And so, well, I will see you guys for tomorrow's workout. And I just want the best for you guys, and I hope you guys have a great workout, push your body to the limits, and enjoy that feeling. So, bye, you guys.